The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned, community-based news. Free to every reader, because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most.
It's Friday night high school wrestling in the Henlopen Conference. Welcome inside the Dog Pound at Laurel High School, where the Laurel Bulldogs are set to host the Lake Forest Spartans with the Henlopen Conference Southern Division title on the line. I'm Benny Mitchell alongside Scott Cameron for tonight's Southern Division Showdown. The Laurel Bulldogs are the defending Southern Division champions, beating Lake Forest last year 36-27. They come into tonight's match 6-4, 3-0 in the South. And don't let those 4 losses fool you, Scott. 3 of them came to Division I ranked teams, Sussex Central, Cesar Rodney, and William Penn. The other to number 3 ranked Tower Hill in Division II. Laurel's led by head coach Zach Tovine, a former Laurel wrestler in his 5th season. The Bulldogs are led by juniors Stanley Pete and Xavier Limehouse, as well as senior Braden Hearn. 4 freshmen in the lineup, and an 8th grader have them ready for the future as well. These 2 teams met at the Spartan Duels, with Laurel winning a 37-36 decision. Scott, this is a Friday night you just can't miss.
Yeah, and it's got a real nice old school feel to it, Benny. Starting at 106, going all the way up to heavyweight. It's going to end with the big boys. We can't wait to see it. Laurel 37, Lake Forest 36, the last time they wrestled earlier this year. So we're about to see the Laurel Bulldogs.
Lake Forest is led by veteran coach Mike Hansen. The Spartans came into this match 7-4, 4-0 in the South. Case Dempsey, Nuruddin Ahmad, Stats, and Cullen Parcell are the ranked wrestlers in the state in their respective weight classes. The Spartans are young as well, featuring 2 seniors in the lineup. They have a couple of freshmen in the lineup that are just hammers in DeMarcus Russ and Jerusalem Howard. Neither have hit the rankings, but both have quietly built an impressive season. Scott,
yeah, Betty, and looking at this last time they wrestled, they had a 7-7 split. Laurel had 5 pins and Lake Forest had 5 pins, no tech falls. And the difference was Laurel had a major decision and they got the 1 point and came out victorious. We don't think we're going to see a lot of the same matchups, but it's really a good feel for what we're going to see tonight. And I think that whoever wins the Southern Conference is going to have a hard-fought victory here tonight.
Absolutely. Folks, we're going to take a quick couple of commercial timeouts, and we'll be right back with the first whistle here from Laurel. It's Lake Forest and Laurel for the Henlopen Southern Division Championship.
Scott Kammerer, president of Sodell Concepts, the best restaurant group in the state, and we're inviting you to come join our team. Sodell Concepts is a growing hospitality company with 16 restaurants and a variety of other hospitality businesses, all located in beautiful southern Delaware. We have recently added many departments to our executive leadership team, including a training department, a property development department, and a construction department. We invite you to come live at the beach and work with a growing restaurant group with many opportunities to advance your career. Sodell Concepts Restaurant Group, come check us out.
And welcome back to Laurel High School. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell alongside Scott Cameron. Chris Mitchell is on the camera tonight. Scott, we know they met once a couple of weeks ago in a non-conference match, 1 point win by Laurel. But if we look at the breakdown of that match, it came down to a 13-5 major decision by Stanley Pete over Jerusalem Howard at 138 pounds. That's just a matter of one escape, a locked hands, maybe not giving up a takedown. Laurel has added Mike Gonzalez at 190. You'll remember him. He was out kicking extra points here during the fall. And Sean Farrell returns for Lake Forest at 170. So, these 2 teams we're obviously going to see something different because there's 2 new guys in the lineup. And we might see some switching around. But I think what we're going to see is a match that's coming down to the end tonight.
Yeah, and Benny, one of the things about when you're in an individual tournament, you win in advance. But when you are here in a dual meet situation, the most important thing is shaving the point.
Yes.
If you're expected to get major, can you get regular decision? If you're expected to win, can you get a major? Can you get a tech? Can you get a pin? And all these points add up, and coaches always preach it. And tonight we're hoping to see somebody's going to really step up and score a point when maybe they shouldn't have to.
Okay, we're going to shut our mics off for they have some tribute to Jamin Pugh.
Jamin was a graduate of Laurel High School, a loving father, a great husband, a brother, a mentor, a coach, and a friend to all. His loss has not only touched the Laurel community, but also the entire country from his commitment, his dedication, and his work ethic, as he became a popular and well-known professional wrestler that traveled the world. Jamin, along with his brother Mark, touched the lives and have established a fan base throughout the world. As we begin the healing process, Jamin's impact on people will continue to live on forever as he became Laurel's own local legend. Please continue to keep the Pugh family in your thoughts and prayers with a moment of silence at this time. Thank you.
That tribute, for those who know, is Jamin Pugh, also known as Jay Briscoe in the professional wrestling ranks, killed in a car accident last week. So we're going to cut the mics again for the public service addresser and tonight's starting lineups.
All cheers such the spirit of good sportsmanship. Items cannot be thrown into the gymnasium. Failure to adhere with these rules may result in removal from the facility. Now welcome to Laurel High School. Our wrestling match tonight will be between the Spartans of Lake Forest and your Bulldogs of Laurel High School. And now for the starting lineups. At 106, Lake Forest, Drew Stevenson or Cameron Craig. For Laurel, Dave Wooten. At 113 for Lake, Aaron Ratledge. For Marion Russ. For Laurel, Ian Messick. At 120 from Lake Forest, Jacob Pinder. From Laurel, Connor Smith. 126 from Lake, Trevor Silver. From Laurel, Kenyon Littleton. At 132 from Lake, Jerusalem Howard or DeMarcus Russ. For Laurel, Landon Messick. At 138 for Lake, Jerusalem Howard or DeMarcus Russ. For Laurel, Stanley Peak. At 144 for Lake, Case Dempsey. For Laurel, Xavier Limehouse. At 150 from Lake, Cohen Dempsey. From Laurel, Aiden Bell. 157 for Lake, Nerda Ahmad Stacks. And for Laurel, Blake Hudson or Royce Scott. At 165 for Lake, Sean Farrell. And for Laurel, Blake Hudson or Royce Scott. At 175 for Lake, Brogan Thomas. For Laurel, Whitney Anderson. 190 for Lake, Clay Rosebrooks. And for Laurel, Mike Gonzalez Perez. 215 for Lake, Cullen Parcel. And for Laurel, Brayton Hearn. And at 285 for Lake, Brian Humphreys. And for Laurel, Joseph Boehner. Head coach for Lake, Mike Hanson. Head coach for Laurel, Zach Tofine.
head coach for Laurel, Zach Tovine, the former wrestler here at Laurel alumnus. Mike Hansen for Lake Forest. Your referee tonight is Jordy Dickerson.
Yeah, and coin flips always big, Benny, in close matches.
Absolutely. We've seen it a couple times already this season.
Yeah, those of you fans maybe not familiar with the coin toss, you get to pick odds or evens, so you send out first. And if there's a matchup where you want to move some guys around, you want to be able to pick in a match.
We already have one twist in the lineup here,
yeah.
Scott. Ratledge, this is his first appearance this season.
Oh.
So he is not, we don't even have him on our list.
Yeah, so I think the matchups that we were expecting to see, we may not see all of them. Like the marquee match would be at 144, Dempsey against Limehouse, but
right.
You don't know if you're going to see that. And really, 215 is a big match. Parcell against Braden, both guys in the top 5. But you don't know if you're going to see those matchups or if they're going to move people around or not.
So here we go. We're going to start off at 106 pounds. Folks, the score, we're up in your upper left-hand quarter. Team score to the left of the logos. Match score to the right of the wrestler's name. And we're already off and running with a takedown for Wooten at 106 pounds. Cade Wooten, 13-12 for the Bulldogs. Drew Stevenson, 2-9. Both are freshmen.
Yeah, Wooten riding. Tough on top here, Benny. He's got a cross wrist and a bar, trying to keep pressure down.
And I believe he opened up the last duel with a pin. So Laurel's probably looking to get that 6 back here again.
Yeah, he pinned Cameron McCrae in 354. So
here he goes, runs the bar over. Looking to sit, plenty of time. Minute 20 to go here in the first period.
Yeah, he's not quite. He's got to sit through, right?
At this point, yeah, I'm not a step over the head guy anyways, but.
Yeah. You mean philosophically, right?
Right, yeah.
Not in reality.
Does not get any back. Stevenson able to come back out. We're going to go out of bounds with 59 seconds left on the clock in the first period.
Yeah, so Wooten pinned McCrae last time they wrestled, so Coach Hansen trying Drew Stevenson out against Wooten, seeing if he could fare a little better and pick up a point here.
So we may have a contact fallout. And we're still going out of bounds. Stevenson returns to the bottom. 2-0 lead with 59 seconds to go in the first period.
Yeah, when they switched contacts, they used to have unlimited contact time. Then when they made it part of the injury time, people got rid of the contacts real quick.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Didn't bother trying to put it back in.
Quick breakdown by Wooten. He leads 2-0 here in the first period. We'll keep you abreast of time, folks. We do not have time on our clock. You're watching Henlopen Conference Friday Night Wrestling on Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. Oh, and there he goes. This time he runs it over the right way. Yeah, and he's getting the count.
Yeah, he went tight waist to a wrist and then to the bar, but he lost the wrist, which is a problem.
He's going to pick up 3 back, though.
Yeah, he's got to get under the arms for.
And a reversal for Stevenson.
Stevenson wrestling hard. Trying to go the distance here with Wooten to save a team point. And like we said, every point's going to count in this duel here tonight.
Wooten gets the escape. It's 6-2 and gets a quick takedown to go up 8-2.
I'll tell you, Wooten is aggressive and he likes to score, and he's out there wrestling hard.
First match of the night, 106 pounds. That means we'll finish at heavyweight. About mid-match, Scott will bring you the Sodell Concepts, the Surf Bagel trivia question.
Yeah, Benny, we haven't seen each other since we did the Laurel State Championship
football game. That's right.
So people that have won any trivia would like to know. I came with the gift cards today.
We have them right here in my hot little hand.
I put them in my announcer folder the day of the state championship, and this is the first time I've seen you. So
snap down by Stevenson, but he snaps him to his leg. Now he's got an underhook. Needs to come back at that chin, but he's going to go behind. Still no takedown.
He's dragging that far leg and letting Wooten catch it. It's the second time he's caught it.
Wooten needs to pop the head here.
And cover.
Yep.
Stevenson's hanging on for dear life.
Oh, here comes the cradle.
Yeah, sometimes you hang on too long.
50 seconds to go, and that's a takedown for Wooten. He goes up. He's built the major decision.
Now to make it 10-2 with 50 seconds left in the second period.
These two teams met, like we said last year, for the Henlopen South title on the last match of the season.
Benny, every time I'm in this gym, I remember the time we did the Milford.
The Milford-Laurel match.
Milford-Laurel, and we were over in that corner.
Yep.
And it was a blackout. And
crazy things happened that night.
Yeah.
I think we had an overtime pin.
Yep.
Out of bounds with 26 seconds on the restart. 10-2 lead for Cade Wooten.
Milford had a guy get pinned by an unranked.
Right. It was a crazy night.
Yeah, I think it was a JV kid he got pinned by.
Right. Laurel went on to win that match and the conference that year, but Milford came back and beat Laurel in the state finals in another close match.
Stevenson reaching back, got his wrist caught. Coach Hanson screaming for him to let it go.
Yeah, let go of that head.
Yeah, let go of the head. You could tape most high school coaches and just play it on repeat.
Right, on the loop.
On the loop, yeah.
They get up to Rango out of bounds. 2 seconds left on the restart. 10-2 lead for Wooten.
Stevenson needed to turn and face him, couldn't turn and face him in time, and Wooten got to push out and the restart.
And that's going to be the end of the second period. 10-2 lead for Wooten.
We'll see if this strategy works out because so far so good. They're only giving up a major right now, and Stevenson's going down. If he could somehow keep this to a major or regular decision, that's shaving 2 points, man.
Right. 2 minutes on the clock. Whistle goes. Here we go, third period.
And Wooten's basically been riding the same thing.
Right.
You know, looking tight waist, far wrist,
bar,
break him flat, and it worked really good the first time, and then the second time Stevenson squirmed out of it. Now he hasn't really been able to turn him with it for the third time.
Stevenson rises up and immediately taken back down by Wooten. Wooten looking to run the bar one more time. Not getting pinned here would be huge in comparison to their last match, Scott.
Yeah, but this doesn't look great.
Nah, we're dead center of the mat.
Yeah, this might be a problem. Yeah.
Minute 18 to go.
Oh.
Stevenson able to get his chest back down.
Stevenson is wrestling tough.
And 3 points awarded by Jordy Dickerson. It's 13-2.
So now that's an 11-point differential with a minute left. He needs 2 turns. Because 16-12 won't do it for a tech.
Under a minute to go. On the edge of the mat, 45.
And then really Stevenson's, you almost want to say he was in a good spot on the edge
Right.
of the mat. Just burn
bar
some
comes.
time, yeah.
43 seconds to go on the restart. 13-2 lead for Cade Wooten. Laurel wants a pin here. They got a pin the last time. They won another one.
Yeah, Wooten's been real methodical about his whole approach and attack and really wrestled a great match. Just hasn't been able to get a pin on the turn because Stevenson's really fought through it. But, you know, you have 30 seconds left, Ben.
And another bar, reinforced bar this time. They're hard. Reinforced bars are hard to pin with.
And this is the 5th turn. He doesn't have that far wrist, though.
No.
He's going to sit out again. Uh-oh.
That's going to be 2 back.
And he needs this right here. He might be pinned.
He's very close. And he does get the pin. Wooten gets the pin with 12 seconds left in the match. Laurel goes up 6-0.
And Wooten comes up big for the Laurel Bulldogs, but Stevenson made him work for it.
He did.
And he earned that pin. And we said that he had to turn him twice, and that was the second turn to get to the tech. And he actually finished it off with about 8 seconds left. So here we go. We're moving on to 113, Benny.
So 113 pounds. It's going to be Ratledge and the 8th grader, Ian Messick.
Ian Messick with the excellent walkout music.
That's the from the modified mixer didn't
he
get the
stepped
chin.
over.
Yes.
Oh, does it again. These guys came to wrestle, Benny.
That was the Briscoe music, by the
That
way.
is, yeah.
Ratledge, first appearance of the season. Aaron Ratledge, a freshman, 0-0. Ian Messick, an 8th grader,
Is he
9
trying-
and 10.
He's trying to lock up that
Trying
cradle.
to like that cradle. Gets the takedown.
Yeah, and Messick bails on it. Rutledge with a high motor here.
Messick, he started the season, Scott, wrestling middle school. And I was undefeated in the middle school and gave up, a chance of an undefeated middle school season to come wrestle varsity for the Bulldogs.
Hey, when you get called up to
That's
the big
right.
leagues, you know what you say?
That's right. I'm coming.
You
I'm
say,
here.
I'll be there, coach. It's one of the benefits of having it in the same building.
Right.
And even a 500 season on varsity experience-wise is better than a 8th grade year. So I think he made the right decision.
Right. 45 seconds to go here in the first period. Rattlers with a 2-0 lead. We don't know much about him.
We do know that he likes to wrestle hard, though.
Yes, he does.
He does.
Looking to run that half on the left side. I was talking to Coach Hansen last week, and he said this was a kid he was hoping to get in the lineup soon.
He got him. Rutledge almost looks like an old school kind of
right, grind it out
wrestler. Good build, and you'd pick him out of a lineup as a wrestler.
Right. Maybe even the lunchroom.
Yeah.
He's going to give him the free release with 5 seconds left.
That's my man right there. Cut him to set the tone.
Right.
Yeah, Coach Hansen saying maybe ride him out next time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's going to be Rattler's choice. He's going to defer.
He might not have known how much time.
And Messick's going to go neutral.
I mean, considering he almost got thrown to his back twice.
Right.
This is
but almost came up with the leg.
Almost came up with the leg.
It was a flurry.
But hey, when you wrestle good on your feet, you wrestle good on your feet. Take your chances.
2-1 score in favor of Ratledge. Dives for a double leg. Gets overextended.
If he sucks that in, he's strong.
Yes.
Because that's hard to do when you're that extended and.
So he was belly down.
Yeah, he was belly down, and he's worked his way up.
Messick getting the crossface going here.
Yeah, this is the old blood and guts workout.
Gets the takedown. Messick goes up 3-2.
Messick right to the bar in the tight waist. Laurel's working that tonight, and right. He's high though.
Yeah, he needs to get that chest
loose.
back.
Yeah. Uh-oh. He's got him turned.
And he's got the far wrist. He's got it anchored on the other side.
It's tight, Benny. Oh, what a bridge. Oh, he's pinned.
Minute, middle of the mat. That's a long time to be
That's a
there.
long minute, my friend. Did he lose?
Yeah. He gets the fall.
Yeah. Wow. What a match.
So Laurel goes up 12.
So last time they wrestled, Ian Messick pinned Drew Stevenson in a minute 57. So far, no change.
Right.
The players have changed, but the
score has not.
But the score and the result of the last match. And for those of you that just tuned in, we're referencing earlier match of the season when they wrestled at Spartan Duels. Laurel won 37-36, and they won on a criteria of more major falls.
So we move to 120 pounds. And we're going to see, I believe it's Demarius Russ. Yes, Demarion Russ.
Demarion Russ.
And Connor Smith.
And Demarion Russ, a freshman. We had him slated to go 113, but he's bumping up to 20.
Quick takedown by Smith.
Connor Smith, the sophomore for the Laurel Bulldogs.
Talking to Coach Tovan before the match, he said this is a matchup they wanted back. Smith was winning the match when he got pinned in the last duel.
Yeah, Demarion Russ pinned him at a minute 47. He again has the bar. Oh,
that's deep, Scott.
I wonder if that's what happens. He's pulling up on that head. That's tight, Benny.
It is.
58 seconds left in the first period. This is 120 pounds. Demarion Russ trying to repeat what happened in the previous duel. He's got that grapevine. He's got that head. He's lifting.
Can't get that far, so he's got to get that arm up.
He's got to get that chest to chest. He's got to
38
sink.
seconds.
We could put that on the tape for the coach tape to play on loop. Oh, Benny, that's tight.
Now he's come to the side in a side headlock.
He's got to sit through and sink his hips. Oh,
That
turned
just
it,
made it
he's
tighter,
pinned.
too.
Yeah.
20 seconds to go here in the first period.
When you
Can Smith fight this off?
When you turn into it and don't get out, that's a problem. Just makes it tighter.
10 seconds. That we can see the near shoulder knot down on the mat.
Either way, this takes a bit out of you.
And he's going to survive it.
Yeah. 0.2 seconds left. 2 seconds left. It takes a lot out of you to fight off your back for a minute, but you know what they say, it's good to be young.
Yeah, exactly. And that ends the first period. Russ takes a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, so Connor Smith, the sophomore, fighting off his back for a minute. We're going to imagine that's what happened in the first match.
Right.
When he was winning. And he had a bar on the wrist and was running it, lost the wrist, and DeMarcus Russ sat up and put him on his back.
Russ is going to take neutral. He's a freshman, 16-5. Connor Smith, sophomore, 14-8. Connor Smith is another. He wrestled as an 8th grader here for the Bulldogs.
We've seen a lot of good young wrestlers so far in this duel. We're only at 120. Seen a couple good 8th graders and 9th graders. Kids that wrestling hard and well coached.
5-2 lead for Demarion Russ. Looking for that headlock. He's got it on the edge. Out of bounds with 1 minute 37 seconds to go.
That was like a slow speed headlock.
It was.
It was like an old school Greco head where you get it and then just kind of sink with it.
Coming up midway through the match, folks, we'll have the Surf Bagel trivia question. You know the rules. You got to put your answer in the chat log. Don't text, don't call, don't email. It's got to go in the chat log.
And we're fully stocked with gift cards.
We're good. We're good.
So anyone that's owed a gift card, which I don't know if they are or not.
I do have one.
Yeah, you do have one.
Two.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, two.
Two. So we're stocked up now. I finally showed up. I've been on vacation. You know I'm on vacation if I'm not doing any wrestling matches. Really.
There you go.
Got to be doing something. Little body whizzer.
He has the elbow across there too. But Smith is there he goes. He wraps it up to a double, and a takedown for Smith.
But we've seen before, Benny. Demarion Russ is dangerous.
Right. Out of bounds. 41 seconds on the restart.
I thought fighting off his back for a minute was going to take a little bit out of Connor Smith, but it doesn't seem to be. He seems to be fighting back strong. I've been very impressed by the fitness level and the conditioning of both these teams.
Right.
Some of the Division I teams we've seen, not so much.
Russ looking to roll through, comes out the back door and gets the reversal, and he goes up 7-4. He is a tough hombre to hold down, Scott.
He really is. He's got really good hips. He's strong. But you know that's a young move right there. When you're on top riding, you let your legs get lazy and get out front. I mean, that's something that you correct as time goes on.
Needs to pop his head and does not get it.
No points, no change.
So we'll go to the third period with the Russ ahead 7-4.
They're going to ask if it was one.
Zach Tovine wants to come out, but as long as he's wrapped around that waist, sitting on your butt, it's going to be hard to get an escape there.
Tovine looks like he could be at a private school.
He's dressed well tonight.
He's dressed well tonight.
Got the khakis on.
Or
with
a
the blue
fundraiser
jacket.
of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
I like a coach that takes it very seriously like that.
So Laurel's going to take bottom here in the third period. We're at 120 pounds. Laurel leads 2 pins. They're up 12-0.
So the last time they wrestled, Laurel, Lake Forest got a pin here.
Right.
So really anything
less than that's a shave.
Yeah. But like we said, there's a couple guys in the lineup, so things are going to change. But anything you can pick up is a benefit. So far, I'd say things are going Laurel's way. It helps with the home crowd and being and having the history of the previous match to be able to play off of.
Russ looking to put boots in and does. Now he's going to go top side. Looking to go power half there on the left side. Minute 28 to go, third period. He leads 7-4.
Yeah, and those legs are loose, but he somehow seems to be getting some downward pressure. When you see the
And we're going to get a stalemate with 1:15 to go.
when you see the bottom wrestlers' feet flop up in the air, that's when you know they're getting good pressure down. So really on bottom, what you look for right off the whistle
Oh,
is
here comes a
first.
switch by Smith.
You look for first
Yeah.
move and hand control, which neither he didn't get it, but now you're in a dogfight and have to try and get out from bottom. Your best opportunity to get out, Benny, is right off the whistle.
Right. 49 seconds to go here in the third period.
He did hit a switch about 10 seconds in, but
And hits another
Hits
one.
another one.
And he's not gonna score on this one. Not right away, at least.
uh-oh. I thought he was going to go right to a lift and
I
half
thought
for
he
a
was
second.
too.
Yeah.
Maybe a little Turk action.
Yeah, or had a claw. I got a little nervous for Smith for a second there.
25 seconds to go here in the third period. 7-4 lead for Demarion Russ, the freshman.
These guys are both wrestling their hearts out. I mean, this is a tough, hard-fought match. 15 seconds left in the first. Looks like it's going to be a regular decision either way.
Looking to run a half on the left side, but time's going to run out. And Lake Forest Spartans are going to get on the board with a decision at 120.
But still, Smith's got to be happy with that, and Coach Chauvin's got to be happy with that. They picked up 3 versus the last time they wrestled.
That moves to 126 pounds. And we're going to see Kenyon Littleton for Lake Laurel and Silver for the Spartans.
And Kenyon Littleton's a freshman. He's 14-8 according to our records. Trevor Silver's a junior at 126, 19-13. It's a lot of matches. How do you get 32 matches already?
A lot of tournaments. A little slide by attempt by Littleton. Silver, a junior, 18-13. 12-3 lead here for the Laurel Bulldogs. There's a little shrug by Littleton and gets the takedown.
I tell you, you got to be impressed by these young wrestlers so far for Laurel. I mean, first 4 guys, freshman, 8th grader, and sophomore.
And escape by Silver. I think we had a pin here the last time, right, Scott, by Laurel?
Well, let's go to the record. Kenyon Littleton, Laurel, he decisions.
Decision.
Trevor Silver, 9-5.
So far, Laurel holding what they did the last time and getting a break in the 120-pound match with only getting a decision as opposed to the pin.
Yeah, and you look at this stuff and say, oh, you still lost, but you shaved 3 points for your
right.
team, so in a match that was a tie last time, that's a huge difference. So I think sometimes young kids get disappointed or they get emotional about it, but even, you don't always have to win to help the team. It's one of the great things about wrestling.
Right, Silver locked in on that right leg.
He is not giving it up. Oh. Is he high? Really
he is very high,
yeah.
and Silver's also got that low leg. 12 seconds to go. Can he survive? And they're going to go out of bounds with 8 seconds left.
Usually holding on to that leg for dear life and going down with the ship doesn't work, but for Silver it worked perfect.
It worked that time, right?
Yeah, worked great.
And time's going to run out in the first. Whoa, not yet. Takedown right at
I
the
love that
buzzer.
slide by, Benny. I love that little slide by Kenyon Littleton. He did it twice.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't sure because the one hand went down. But
He's up 4-1.
Yeah.
Well, he's a guy, Scott, that he gets the extra work in because he comes to our club on Tuesday nights. He was there last night. And guess what he was working on last night?
Slide by?
Yes, he was.
Well, it worked.
Twice.
And, that's the thing about wrestling. Sometimes you can just outwork your opponents to that level.
Silver gets the reversal, makes it a 4-3 match.
So it's 4-3 with a minute 44 left at 126. It's 12-3. Laurel up 12-3 over Lake Forest. Started at 106, running up to heavyweight. So far, a little bit of a surprise.
Oh, big mat return.
Crowds love the mat return.
Oh, they do.
It's the most popular thing. It's the only time they stop yelling stalling.
Right.
It's towing the big
And
mat
another one.
return.
I tell you what, 2-3 more of them, and
Yeah.
he's going to take some sting out of Littleton.
That's it, right? When you're young, that doesn't bother you.
They
know?
serve a purpose in this sport, let me tell you.
Yeah, mat returns are actually helpful.
Minute 27 on the restart, 4-3 lead for Littleton. He's in the bottom position. We're in the second period at 126 pounds.
Yeah, if you stand up 4 or 5 times to get mat returned on your head, 4 of
You
those.
might want to go switch. You know?
Yeah, you might want to go switch, yeah. But
Again,
probably not, though. Probably keep standing up.
Scoreboard in the upper left. Team scores are to the left of the logos. The actual match score to the right of the wrestler's name. Comes to his feet. Somebody keeps losing a mouthpiece out there. Not sure who that is. Silver doing a good job riding on top.
Silver's riding hard, and it's 51 seconds left in the second period. And Littleton has stood up probably 6 times.
And they go out of bounds. 47 seconds on the restart.
Hopefully they don't put that mouth guard back in.
It's Littleton's, and yes, it is.
He's-
Hey, it's my mat, home mat.
That's probably been sanitized.
47 seconds here in the second period, a 4-3 lead for Littleton. He's on bottom. Silver covers the whistle, and again rises to his feet.
He did go to the switch, but referee came around looking for locked hands, but reaction time and slid to a
We're
slid
going
to a
to
wrist.
stall on top, and Coach Mike Hansen's going to come to the table and ask him about that. I think what Hansen's saying is he's running to the edge. We have to follow him.
It doesn't matter what the explanation is. As a
Half the
coach.
crowd's not going to like it.
Yeah, no one's gonna like it. Yeah, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, is he pushing them out? Is he running out? Is he following them? Is it a combination of
Right.
both? And it just depends on how you see it.
38 seconds to go here in the second period. 4-3 lead. So far, Silver has done a good job of riding him here in the second. He'll have choice in the third.
And sometimes you go over the question to call just to give your kid a second to calm down
Right.
and think it through and say, come up with the mat
Oh,
return.
Grandy roll by Littleton. Can he come out the back? And he can. Gets the reversal.
See, you got to think that's a byproduct of the call. So instead of letting them run out, he's got to return them in the middle of the mat.
Right.
Littleton goes right to the Granby.
This time Silver rises to his feet. Isolates the hand. Gets to a leg.
He's got to drive.
Cracks
There
it
you go.
down. Lifts.
He's got to come across too.
Does 2 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, he's not going to get it.
And there'll be no
Littleton to the
change.
crotch. Yeah.
6-3 lead for Littleton.
We've seen action in every match. Both these teams have come to wrestle here tonight.
Silver has choice here in the third.
I would say these kids are wrestling so hard. The only stall call was because of too much action.
Right. Right, you're right.
Yeah, not because not enough.
Actually, it's Littleton's choice. He's going to take neutral here. And I'd be careful. I would be moving my hands right now not to get hit by that slide by again.
Oh.
High crotch shot by Silver.
Beautiful.
Changes to a double.
Half.
Gets 2. Looking for some backs.
Half. Oh, reverse the half.
And he's holding 2 back points.
He is holding 2.
Still in the same predicament, so he'll hold and see if he can. And he won't. He gets it and gets 2 back.
Switching to a bar on the other side. looking for that
7-6
wrist.
lead for Littleton.
What a match. And you're right. I thought Littleton was going to hit him with a slide by again, but he didn't have the opportunity because he came up with that high crotch.
Right.
It was almost a high crotch fireman's to
Right.
a lift.
Yeah, I thought he was going to go fireman's.
Yeah.
He cut the corner and went double.
That's actually, I don't know if he did it on purpose.
Right,
but
it looked good.
It was really slick. I'd say all the takedowns we've seen in this match are slick. You know, I love Littleton's
Slide by.
slide by. He did it twice.
And looks to Granby again, turns it into a forward roll, goes out of bounds with 1:09 in the third period.
If you really wanted to see Coach Hansen come unglued, you would have called stalling right there again.
Oh, my.
If you really wanted to see it happen. He's trying to Granby out and he's following him,
Right.
you know.
This time goes to a tight waist ankle, gets the breakdown. A minute to go here in the third period. Silver leads 7-6, a match they'd like to flip from the last one.
Yeah, if they could flip this, that'll pick up the points from the previous one, but he's got a bar, kinda, and a wrist. He's working it. Uh-oh.
On the edge.
You worry about that sit-out crossover and exposing yourself. 40 seconds left, and you're up by he's down by a point, yeah. Yeah, it's 7-6. Silver's up.
41 seconds on the restart. Oh, forward roll gets the reversal.
Wow.
33 to go.
Now he's up 8-7 with 30 seconds left.
We go out of bounds.
Silver looks ready to go. Littleton's been working this whole match. He's been grinding. So he needs one to tie it and a reversal to win it, but he's got that wrist trapped. He's going to try and turn in. Oh, he might be out.
Gets the cut, score. We're tied up with 15 seconds.
Oh, he reached. I thought he was going with a slide by again. What a match.
There
it is. Oh.
This time Silver is able to get the arm out.
If he can get him
3 seconds here.
Mat return. If he pops the head.
And he's going to say no, still has the head.
He's right. That's the right call. No two.
We go to overtime. 1 minute on the clock.
One of the rare times I agree with the call. He didn't pop the head is what he's saying. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I thought he still had the head.
And I rarely agree.
Now, was it a legal headlock?
Yeah, well, that's true. But I rarely agree with anything, and that's
right.
That's 100%.
8-8. Minute on the clock. We're in overtime at 126.
What an exciting match. This is worth the $5 entry fee.
Yes, it is. You got to move your hands with a guy that's going to slide by on you, but instead he takes the shot. He gets in on the high crotch. He's looking to cut the corner, lifts him up, takes him to the edge of the mat.
No two.
No two.
Out of bounds.
45 seconds to go here in the first overtime.
And I'm going to say it again. These teams are in great shape. So you're looking high crotch against the slide by. He reaches, steps again. I tell you what, he did counter the slide by, and he sagged on it, which is what you're supposed to do, but he picked that up quick. But he's still pushing in.
And he's not changing his hands either.
He's not yeah. So he could be susceptible to it again. Oh.
Neat pick.
That was an overtime slow speed shot.
It was.
Yeah. He's getting wizards right to the mat with the hand on the back of the head.
15 to go here in overtime. We get a stalemate. 15 seconds on the clock.
You love this quick stalemate call with that 15 seconds left.
Kenyon Littleton's going to need to look into a fitted mouthpiece. This is popped out, 4 times?
More importantly, there's 2 calls I agree with in the last 30 seconds. I simply can't believe that.
Right. 7 to go. After this, we'll go to the twin 30s. Shot by Littleton, maybe not. No, not yet. There it is, takedown. Kenyon Littleton with the takedown with seconds on the clock. Somebody's.
What happened?
Fans are throwing things out of the bleachers.
At the announcers? Who ever heard of such a thing?
Throwing them.
Oh. I mean, I could see throwing it at other people, but the 302.
I think they're just throwing them.
Oh, okay. It wasn't a targeted attack.
No.
It was.
They're little wristbands.
We got caught in the crossfire of the throwing of the glow sticks. All right, here we go, Benny. What an exciting end to that match. So here we go. 132 pounds.
Messick and Russ. So they didn't switch from the last match.
Yeah, and
This is DeMarcus Russ.
yeah, this is DeMarcus Russ. I'm assuming brother of Demarion Russ. He pinned Landon Messick in 157 in their last match. Ooh, that's tight. And the coach is yelling squeeze.
Right.
Or the fan. Someone's yelling squeeze.
Now you can
Yeah, now you can squeeze.
and once you get that arm across the face.
Yeah. We'll put that on the loop on the loop for AI-based coaching.
So far, Scott, everything going Laurel's way as opposed to the last match. Man,
Russ has good hips.
it does.
He's got that reverse half and he's going to sink his hips. Oh.
And you're going to get 3 back.
Messick does a good job in fighting it out. He's a freshman, 12 and 11 for Laurel. DeMarcus Russ is a junior, 22 and 9 at 132 pounds. Yeah, everything has really gone Laurel's way.
Right.
I mean, really, the only thing that was, the only thing different.
I thought he had a deep half there, but Messick able to look it off. 30 seconds to go here. 5-0 lead for DeMarcus Russ.
They got everything they got last match plus an extra 3.
Right.
So it's 15-3. Ooh, that's
15 seconds.
Russ looks like a pinner. 8 seconds left in the first period.
And there goes the count. And he's going to get 2 more back.
That'll make it 7-0.
End of 1.
End of 1. My heart's still racing from that overtime match.
Oh, my God.
That was a great match. Kenyon Littleton over Trevor Silver. Could have gone either way.
So we're back on our feet here in the second period. 7-0 lead for DeMarcus Russ. Shot in by Messick. Looking to turn the corner.
Russ is shutting that down
he's
now.
just strong.
Yeah.
He might turn this back into turn that into a cradle.
Yeah. You know, guys are strong when they do stuff that shouldn't work.
Right.
You know, what
And
I
it
mean?
works, right?
Yeah, and it works. Yeah, like that should. Yeah. Like that right there.
Yeah, Messick gets to a double. Going to run him over, but he gets overextended.
Yeah. Russ is strong. He's sitting. He's got him. Uh-oh.
And there's a takedown for Messick.
He won't let go of the head. Oh, he got the half. Wow, he got the reverse, and he's getting back.
And maybe a pin.
That'll be crushing for Lake. That'll be.
And he does get the pin. And the Bulldogs go up 21-3. Big flip from the last time.
That was a case of just not letting go of the head too long, you know. Wow, that's really a game changer.
Yeah, that flips everything.
Yeah, because he was in on a double. Russ had him crunch down onto his butt. He just couldn't capitalize on it. Wouldn't let go of the head and got turned.
That's going to move us to 138 pounds.
Here comes one of the big guns for Laurel.
All right, Stanley Pete at 138, ranked 6th in the state.
He's a sophomore, 14-5.
He's up against Jerusalem Howard, the freshman.
Stanley Pete had a good season last year as a freshman for Laurel.
In deep on a double, gets the takedown. Howard 24-11.
Stanley Pete, major decision, him 13-5 in their last match.
That was the difference in the duel.
Yeah.
But now Landon Messick has changed the landscape.
24-11, 35 matches.
And he's going back and forth between 32 and 38.
He'll be in the 50s, right? High 50s.
Mm-hmm.
If he qualifies, yeah.
Pete's got to be careful to put himself in a Peterson here.
Pete's strong.
Well, as a freshman, he got diagnosed with diabetes and really couldn't lose weight anymore, so he hit the weight room. He's another one that he was at practice last night getting some extra work in.
You know, he looks like someone that is more of a natural 152, 160, you know. Just the strength and the toughness.
Yeah,
and
he's had to build himself through the weight room to stay at 38.
Yeah.
45 seconds on the restart. Pete with a 2-0 lead. I coached Jerusalem Howard through the youth ranks in middle school, and you were talking about a Gumby. This kid bends, and he's hard to put on his back.
You know, I was just watching that. I was like, oh, my God. But, you know, looking at Pete, you're right. He put on a lot of weight. I mean,
it's muscle.
He's all muscle, man. He looks good.
The 20-pounder last year. And Howard gets the escape, 2-1. Shot, reshot.
Both these teams with some really impressive young wrestlers.
Howard getting his hooks in just a little too deep. Double leg by Pete, 4-1.
So both these guys hammered in the hammers through the years?
Through the years. Stanley Pete's been coming the last couple years since he's been in high school. And Jerusalem up through up to COVID. He took some time off after COVID, or during COVID. I'm glad to see him back because I didn't know that he was going to come back to wrestling after that.
Well, he's got 24 wins so far his
That's
freshman
right,
year,
right.
so he's doing something right. He's looking good.
Locked hands, going to get away with it.
Yeah, it's funny because so many times you see that and you think it's okay because
Right.
it's from a neutral position, but when you're on top, it's
Right.
locking hands. First time I saw that get called, I was like, had to think about it for a second.
Yeah, there's no reaction time when you're already on top.
Yeah, you're right. There's no reaction time. As soon as those hands touch.
And Pete looking to switch. Gets out in front, gets the located on the leg.
So it's the beginning of the second, 4-1.
And a reversal by Stanley Pete. He goes up 6-1.
Make that 6-1. And this was a major
was a-
13-5
yep.
last time. But they already flipped it. They had a 12-point. So it's been a 15-point swing already.
Right. And there's going to be an escape by Howard.
Be nice to pick a couple up here and not get, or pick one up and not get major.
Gets to one leg, looking to get to the other, brings it up mid-level.
Was he practicing the slide by last night too?
They both were.
Yeah, because he hit that just right, but Jerusalem had just enough reaction
And
time.
it's going to be a takedown out of bounds. Minute 10 on the restart. So Pete goes up 8-2.
That's where that slide by really starts working.
When you get pressure,
Yeah, when you get pressure, you don't finish it clean. You get into a single situation, get a guy back on his heels. Even when it doesn't work, sometimes it works. Works as a setup instead of a, setup and finish.
Team score, Laurel 21, Lake Forest 3, but Lake Forest did their damage. Well, they did it at 32, and they didn't tonight. But in the last match, they did it in the middleweights.
Yeah, and they got their big guns coming up still.
Coming up after this match is the trivia question.
It also could possibly be our match of the night.
44, yeah.
Yeah,
Gets the escape and quickly gets in on a leg. Whizzer by Pete, 39 to go. Gets a Merkel. Nothing yet. And there's the two.
We're supposed to see number 4, Case Dempsey, against number 5, Xavier Limehouse. But, you don't know if they're going to bump what they're going to do in that situation. But we'll see.
23 to go here in the second period. Pete riding on top with the 10-3 lead.
I've been looking to see if they're both warming up, ready to go, but it's too dark with the lights out.
Right. Dempsey's got the headgear on.
Yeah, and it's his brother, too. So
Well,
that's
and Xavier's standing right behind the bench, ready to go. Headgear on, ready to walk out.
Oh, yeah, there he is, yeah.
10 seconds here. We're going to have a.
Oh, he looks really ready.
If we have blood time or.
You know, I was excited, Benny, to see the Laurel wrestling team because, we did their football games. And
Right. Couple
did
football
couple
players.
football
in here.
game, and did their state championship game. And at the time we said that these kids were tough and they stuck together, and that they were hard workers. So to see 3 or 4 of them out here on this team is pretty cool. And they're in a potential position to wrap up, to win the South tonight.
Right.
So.
Well, it's looking good right now, but we're only halfway through the night. 21-3 lead for the Laurel Bulldogs.
Yeah, a lot can happen. A lot of moves can happen, and we have a couple kids back. Farrell wasn't here.
Farrell did not wrestle in the last
Farrell
match.
not wrestle. It's 165. Yeah, and Laurel got a pin there. So you might be able to pick something up there. So we'll see. I mean, they're looking for blood or contact?
Blood. On a red mat with a red light.
Man. You got to have better eyes than me to find that.
So we restart with 10 seconds to go. 10-3 lead for Stanley Pete of the Laurel Bulldogs.
So 10 seconds left in the second period. I've been very impressed by the flexibility of
Jerusalem Howard.
Howard. I mean, super flex. Even his hips are flexible.
So that brings us to the third period. Laurel choice. And he's going to take bottom. Needs 1 point here to get the major. And quick reversal there on the switch.
And cuts him.
12-4 lead for Stanley Pete.
Man, you got to wonder if this match went exactly this way last time.
Right, it was like,
I mean, it's pretty close. It was 13-5.
And a takedown by Pete.
And that makes it 14-4.
He's got the low leg Turk, so he's probably going to stay there.
He might be thinking to pick up a point here. Yeah, it was a major last time.
I think Pete has just been too physically strong in this match. And he's getting the swipes.
He really looks good. I mean, he's dramatically. He was good last year. I feel like he's improved tremendously. I think moving up in the weight, it was a good thing for him. Totally different style from 120 to 138.
Absolutely, yeah.
But I think his style fits it better.
Referee holding 3 here. It will not be enough for the tech foul. That will keep it a major.
And there's a minute left in the third period. So he's going to have to turn him again.
And he steps out of the low leg Turk, switches to a bar and a wrist, and gets the 3 back.
So we'll see. He needs to turn him one more time.
And they go out of bounds 43 seconds when they come back.
So that's a 13-point differential. So cut him and take him down won't work.
Have to do it twice.
Have to do it twice, which is tough.
And he turned him off a takedown, really. He's going to put him up.
Yeah, why not, right?
Shot by Howard, but just can't get through the head-hands defense of Pete. Reshot. Comes up, shoots again, on the edge, locks up a double, turns it back inside, gets 1 takedown. And he's going to cut him.
He's going to cut him with 20 seconds left.
21 seconds, 19-6 lead.
It's always the worst when you're in good position, the guy shoots you out of bounds, and somehow you end up getting taken down, facing back in, you know. Looks like Coach has a question.
I think probably I'll check that score.
Yeah.
And we'll go back to the center. I think they're just checking score.
Yeah, he was just double checking, but I think that's right.
That's what I got.
Yeah. We are
Shot
unreliable.
In deep on that double, and that's a tech fall for Stanley Pete.
We said it would be hard to do, but he pulled it off. He picked up that extra point.
So that's another point that they didn't have. So +4 now from actually +10 from the last match.
Yeah, they picked up the 3, and then they reversed the pin, so that's 12. That's 15. That's 16.
So there's the matchup.
Yeah, you always like it when they match up the good guys. So this is one of the big matches of the night. Number 4 ranked Case Dempsey, 24-3 at 144 pounds. He's a junior from Lake Forest. He's taking on Xavier Limehouse. He's a junior, 6-2. He's ranked 5. So a chance for Limehouse to move up a little and a chance for Casey to pick up some points for Lake.
Shot deep. He's got the 2. So this is why we go out of bounds. Real quick on the trivia question. Scott, Nuruddin Ahmad stats. He's a defending conference champ here for the Lake Forest Spartans. Who was the last conference champion from Laurel?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
The last conference
champion from Laurel. And I'm going to make it easy on you.
Really?
There was 2 that year.
2?
You only got to give me one of them. So put it in the chat log, folks.
So Stats is a defending conference champ for Lake. Who was the last conference champ for Laurel?
The most recent conference champion.
And you're saying there was 2 that year.
There was 2 that year.
So I could pick either one.
Either one.
Or both.
Yeah. Both, I think we can probably add a little bit of sour cream to the bagel, right?
25 will get you a long way out of that surf bagel.
1 point for Dempsey.
I get a salt bagel with butter and a coffee, and I could probably go 4 times.
And that's a takedown for Dempsey.
So Dempsey goes up 3-2.
Both these guys, former
left.
Henlopen Hammer, Scott.
That's a common theme that we're seeing through a lot of these teams.
A lot of kids come through those programs.
So Laurel's up 26-3 right now. And we're saying there's about a 14, 15-point differential from the last time they left.
Right. So that means Lake Forest got to get things started.
Yeah, and Case Dempsey won this match 15-8 last time they wrestled.
He's another one that knows where the weight room is.
Yeah, both these guys are in really good shape. Again, I mean,
last time we saw Xavier Limehouse, Scott, he was scoring a touchdown in the state championship game.
He was an exciting football player. I mean, he had a great career and a great season. He's only a junior.
Yes, 3-2 lead for Dempsey. On the edge, on his feet. Dempsey looking to, nice little foot block there, but not enough.
Great scramble.
Right. And they're going to give 1 to Limehouse. That's going to tie the match up at 3 here in the first period. We're at 144 pounds, and time goes out in the first. 3-3 at the end of 1.
Great action so far in this match.
Again, who was the most recent conference champ from Laurel? The only guess so far is not correct.
Well, I know one of our excellent guessers is at the Iowa-Penn State match. So he's not going to get it this time.
Well, that's Henlopen Conference. He doesn't worry about the Henlopen Conference. He gets all our state questions.
He's been following it the last several years, so, but, yeah. We'll see. We'll see if there's a new contender on the horizon.
Oh, and he's got to get by the Davis clan. They've been killing us here with their answers.
Their numbers have been strong.
I think between the family, they've won 3 or 4 over the last 2 years.
You know who else wins is from Smyrna, Jody.
Yeah.
He's good. He's got all the answers.
But goodness, but it's not been awarded. There it is. Escape for Dempsey, 4-3 lead. Weird. This is unusual. We're stumping they're not even making guesses, Scott. I didn't think it was that hard of a question.
Well, I think all the Laurel people are here tonight. So
that's true. It's one of those things that's hard to Google.
It's hard to Google?
Hard to Google. Dempsey with a nice little dump.
Yeah.
He goes up 6-3.
It's funny, the guys that do the dump good are just so they can do it from any position,
right?
You know, and if you're good at that, you're dangerous.
One of the reasons RB Roman Bravo Young hit his arm when he wrestled DeSanto.
Well, we'll see if he does it tonight when Spencer Lee bumps up
Okay.
and bonuses him. We'll see how good he does. And I'd love to see Spencer Lee bump up and wrestle RBY. I don't know if it's going to happen, though, but.
Minute 12 to go.
Being a Lock Haven alumni, we love to see Penn State lose.
Right, I hear you.
It's irrelevant what they lose in.
We're at 144 pounds. 58 seconds to go here in the second period. It's a 6-3 lead for Case Dempsey. Battle of two ranked wrestlers here in this weight class. Dempsey got the last one between the two.
Yeah, and he had a big win when they wrestled last time. 15-8. Looks like it's going to be tighter this time.
Right.
Now. Halfway through the second period, match is half over. It's 6-3. Careful.
Somebody guessed Gabe de Gaffney, which is a good guess. He was a conference champ, but he was a rider when he did that.
Yeah, remember he transferred?
He transferred to Caesar Rodney.
That's when the Laurel coach left.
Right, we're getting warmer, getting closer.
Man, was he tough.
He was. He wrestled up at Johnson Wales now.
He reminded me of like a Darian Caldwell type, you know what I mean? Just dangerous.
Tall, long, yeah.
Yeah, long and lanky and dangerous. He had some great matches at States too.
He was a state finalist his senior year, losing to Nick Hall when Nick was a freshman.
Yeah, that was a good match.
First of 3 state titles for Nick Hall.
Yeah, and the fourth was when he lost to Nathercola in probably one of the best matches in the history of
the
Delaware.
history of state finals, absolutely.
Yeah. It was an overtime match, right?
Yeah.
And Nathercola lifted him.
Oh, my. It pulled him in. It was like, wow. 12 seconds on the restart here in the second period.
I think Hall had a hurt knee, and
he'd been out most of the season.
Yeah, had some stuff going on. And
looking for a quick set of backs.
I love that little bar when you rotate back the other way.
I call it a reverse bar.
Yeah.
So somebody guessed Wu Foscu. Wu Foscu was a finalist.
Man, I love watching that kid wrestle.
But he was not a conference champion. Lost to Cam Hayes in the conference tournament. So here we go, third period on our feet.
Well, Foscu ended up at McDaniel, right?
For a year now. I believe he's in the Army now.
I think he just went there to go to school and ended up wrestling.
He wrestled.
Yeah.
Oh, another takedown by Dempsey. When he pulls that arm, Scott, something's coming. He's either going to go outside carry. That time he went around the hip.
Didn't Wu Foscu, he didn't graduate the same year as Cam Hayes, though, did he? Maybe he did.
It could have been a year younger.
He had some good matches with Anthony Caruso, too.
Well, that's who he beat to get to the conference finals that year.
Yeah.
And that overtime
remember he
match.
beat him in the
semifinals. 8-3 lead for Dempsey. Needs a turn here, and that could make it a major.
Yeah, that's when you know you're strong, Limehouse, when you got a
bar and a wrist and you can stand up and walk out of bounds.
A wrist, yeah.
I think he could have walked into the concession stand. Man, that was.
I mean, you watch wrestling for a long time. Like, you don't see that a whole lot.
No. And he's going to get the escape, and we go out of bounds.
That makes it 8-5.
8-4. Well, it should be 8-4.
8-4, yeah, that makes it 8-4. With a minute left in the third. And this was a regular decision last time they wrestled. 15-8, yeah. So it looks like results aren't going to be any different here.
55 to go here in the third. 8-4 lead for Case Dempsey, the junior. He's 23-3 on the season.
I will say it looks like Dempsey's going to solidify his ranking.
Yes. And they go out of bounds. 44 seconds on the restart. You're watching Delaware Live, powered by 302 Sports. I'm Benny Mitchell with Scott Kammerer, Kristen Mitchell on the camera. Oh, and they're able to get a leg out of bounds onto the gym floor. And we're back on our feet.
I mean, Dempsey surprised me with his quickness there. He was in on a John Smith low single. Xavier Limehouse
go around behind.
Yeah, and
Xavier came up with the foot.
Yeah, that was a really great sequence. Two very athletic wrestlers. 30 seconds left in the third
There's
period.
on the dump by Xavier Limehouse. And Dempsey able to fight it off, goes out of bounds, 22 seconds left.
Great attempt at the dump by Limehouse.
There's been a lot of action in this match for Ernie to have 12 points on the board.
Every match has had a ton of action so far.
I don't think we've had a stall call tonight.
We had the one, but we said it was for too much action.
Yeah, that's right. That was right on the wrist standing.
Yeah, running the guy out of bounds.
11 seconds. And Limehouse is going to need a throw. And there it is, over
He's
under.
looking for it.
And takes the chance, but gives up the takedown and a 10-4 lead and victory for Case Dempsey.
I mean, Coach can't be too disappointed with that on either side.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's a hard-fought battle of two ranked guys.
As I say, you held serve. You did what
Held
you're supposed to
serve,
do.
yeah. Came up about the same. So here we go. We're going to be looking for Cohen Dempsey, a sophomore, 14-6.
I don't know if this is Scotton or. So we got Dempsey.
This is either Bell or Scott.
This will be Aiden Bell for the Laurel Bulldogs, and we're at 150 pounds. Aiden Bell, 11 and 10. He's a senior. Oh, shot. There's another little fireman's dump and a takedown for Bell. And Cohen Dempsey, 13 and 16. He's a sophomore.
Yeah, and at their last matchup at 150, Aiden Bell, Laurel, pinned Cohen Dempsey in 48 seconds.
26-6 is your team score here. We're at 150 pounds.
Doesn't look like Aiden Bell has missed the weight room too many times.
And we have a winner. I got to find out who Maximus 888 Allen is.
That's me. That's my burner account.
Anthony West was one of the two.
Is he a first-time winner?
Yeah, I don't know who it is.
Does he go to Surf Bagel? Or she?
Do you have a surf bag on Laurel?
Not yet.
Got one in Milford now.
Yeah, we got one in Milford. And we're going to be building one in Long Neck.
3 back points for Aiden Bell.
I'm sure he comes to the beach.
Everybody comes to the beach at some
You
point in
got
their
to
life.
come to the beach, yeah.
Uh-oh, Bell's got lazy on his hips there. Watch for a defensive pin.
I'm guessing that's where he pinned him last time in 48 seconds. Oof.
And we're going to go out of bounds with no change.
They're
40
scrapping.
seconds.
So Aiden Bell is senior, 7 and 6. He looks like a pinner. He pinned Cohen Dempsey in 48 seconds last time. He's up 5-0. Laurel's ahead 26-6. Laurel's done a good job of reversing a couple things and holding serve where they needed to hold serve and picking up some points where they could.
20 to go here. And gets that boot in again and gets the crossface. Frames it up, getting the swipes.
So they pinned here last time, so this won't be too much of a change. But the big match was 132 where Landon
Right.
Messick pinned instead of getting pinned.
Dempsey rising up again from his back. And Bell's going to pick up 3 more back. End of the first period, 8-0 lead for Aiden Bell.
Yeah, they picked up 3 points extra by not getting pinned at 20, and they flipped the pin. That's 12 points. That's 15, yeah, and then
Underway in the second period, 8-0 lead for Aiden Bell and the Laurel Bulldogs. Laurel well in control of this match so far.
yeah, and Lake won. Last time they wrestled, Lake won 57, 75, 90, and 215, all with pins.
Out of bounds with a minute 36, still on our feet. after this period. We'll give you the other. They got Anthony West. We'll give you the.
Can we give him a hint? What year was it? What year?
I think it's 2006.
2006.
Correct. It's in front of you. The answer's in front of you.
Oh, I know.
Oh, okay.
I'm afraid I'll give it away if I look down and see it.
Say it.
Yeah, I mean, I know it, yeah, but I would have had to think about it.
Oh, shot by Dempsey. Gets it to the edge. Whizzer by Bell and takes it out of bounds. No change, 55 seconds.
I knew West. I didn't know the other one. I was thinking 2005.
Well, after this period, I'll tell you why you probably don't know the other one, because there's a little twist to it. Oh, shot by Bell, looking to dump again.
Was it at Milford?
I'm not sure if it was there then.
Wow.
And takedown by Bell, goes up 10-0.
Wow. 25 seconds left in the second period. Dempsey's been valiantly fighting in the matchup. Last time he got pinned in 48 seconds, so he's doing really.
Uh-oh.
Oh, look out, Benny.
Here, right on the edge, 10 seconds.
One.
Nothing now. I don't think he has anything. Now he has one.
Yeah. He's gonna call no control, right? No.
No, he's gonna keep it there. He couldn't get out of his hands. Move to the third period. It'll be Bell's choice, and they're gonna take neutral again. So 10-0 lead for Aiden Bell at 150 pounds.
Bell is a giant 150 pounder.
He is a big boy. Shot on the right leg by Dempsey.
He's got a limp arm out of that. He's getting wizard hard. There it goes.
And takedown for Dempsey.
I feel like Dempsey's been wrestling better the longer match is going, you know?
Mm-hmm.
You know, listening to the fans be so passionate about it. Laurel Delmar was my first wrestling match I went to in Delaware
Oh, yeah.
in 1992.
How did you get over there?
93.
Did you get lost?
we went shopping at Johnny Janasi.
Okay.
And my wife said, "Oh, you want to go to wrestling?" I thought, you know, all right. It might have been 93 now that I think about it. But the fans shocked me, their passion. He's got to get hips high, hip in. Oh!
And he's going to get some backs.
Reverse half.
And two
Wow.
back. Takes away the major.
Great job. Dempsey wrestling hard. 10-4 right now. He's got a good differential not to get major, but Bell's looking to suck that in
there
and get a reversal. Oh, man, is he strong.
And gets it back, 12-4.
Gets it back. So he could shave 2 points, but he needs to get out right now to get it to a 3-point
Goes to his back.
differential. Looks like he tried to do a cheap roll and got caught. That's going to go back to a major.
5 seconds.
Solidify.
And gets the pin with two. That's twice today, Scott.
Wow. Bell came up big. Dempsey fought hard, but Bell's telling the crowd to get up.
Absolutely.
Ah, that's awesome.
The other champion in 2006 for the Bulldogs was Scott Lawrence. The next year he went to Sussex Central. Transferred to Sussex Central.
So he's slightly hard to remember.
That's why it makes it hard to remember.
Yeah, that's right. Because because you think it would have been a Central.
Right. So we moved to 157, defending conference champion, and ranked, number 3 in the state is Nuruddin Ahmad Stotts. And he's up against Roy Scotton, the junior, 2-8. He has not wrestled for several years, came back this year.
Yeah, and Stats in the state finals last year, right?
And no, he was one of the ones. Remember, that was the crazy weight class.
Yeah, where Antonio right? Where Antonio and Spore met in the semis.
Right.
Yeah. But wasn't he on the other side?
I think he was on the same side and got knocked off early. That's the one where Avery Copes with the broken,
that's
broken
right.
wrist made it to the finals.
Yeah, that's right.
2-0 lead for Stats.
Yeah, he and his brother were tough last year.
I think it might even be a younger one, like a middle school age kid.
Yeah, I haven't seen him wrestle yet. But his older brother's
Oh,
super
running
tough.
the wrist and the bar. Looking to get the Spartans on the scoreboard. We're back on the scoreboard. Steps over with that bar.
That's what you do when you lose that wrist. You step back over. Oh, that's tight. That's a problem.
Takes it to a headlock.
You couldn't get any deader in the middle of the mat.
Right. Right inside the 12-foot or the 12-inch mark there, starting point. There's a pin for Stats and the Spartans.
And I say this every time. In my high school, in the center mat, there was a logo, a bear, and if you pinned on the bear, there was a local restaurant, steakhouse, you
All
get
right.
a free steak.
Oh, that's better than a bagel.
If I had a steakhouse,
Right.
we'd be doing that, yeah.
So we move to 165 pounds. This looks like Farrell.
And Sean Farrell, a junior, 13-9.
And it should be Blake Hudson.
Yeah, and Blake Hudson pinned Dalen Howard last time, but I think this is Farrell who's back, who wasn't in
Wasn't in the lineup then.
the lineup then. He's a junior, 13-9. Oh,
Big throw for Farrell. And gets the fall in 29 seconds.
and like Farrell thought for a second, and then he helped him up. That was
Right.
cool. Yeah, great match.
Makes it 31-18.
And there's a 12-point swing because they got pinned
Right.
last time. So now they're shaving points. They almost shaved 3, but before.
It's going to bring up Brogan Thomas and Whitney Anderson.
So Whitney Anderson's a senior. He weighed in at 165. He's wrestling at
175.
175. And Brogan Thomas, a junior, 16-10. Brogan Thomas pinned him in the first period last time they wrestled. So
Thomas was a member of the Lake Forest football team last year. I believe he was all district.
I'm going to say lineman.
Lineman and linebacker. Yes.
Linebacker, yeah. We did a late game.
We did. Battle of the Bell.
Learned a lot about the history of.
Right. Out of bounds, no takedown. Minute 30.
It was the bell on the front of the train.
Correct. They ran back from Harrington to Milford. Yeah. I used to know the weight, but I forgot. I used to know the weight of the bell. Like that was important. It was a great trivia question. That's how I knew it.
Let me tell you, that train hasn't run in a while.
No.
Considering they're giving the bell away.
Yeah, the bell's on. How's anybody going to know you're arriving, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Approaching a minute to go here in the first period. No score.
So the last time they wrestled, Lake got a pin at 75-90
And a decision at 2:15.
and a decision at 2:15.
So it could bring us right down to the end, Scott, if they can repeat that. And I think Laurel pinned it heavyweight, right?
Yeah, Laurel pinned it heavyweight.
Oh, Smith Mixer attempt by Anderson. Misses it. Thomas turns it into a side headlock.
That's tight. Whitney's fighting though, but I can't see if
40 seconds. Now he
got
locks
it.
up the other arm.
Yeah, that's tight. He's got to sit through and lift that head. That's where it's going to end.
There it is, a pin for
Yeah.
Brogan Thomas.
So that'll make it 32-24 with 3 matches left.
And we move to 190. This should be Rosebrooks.
So it's Clay Rosebrook Brooks for Lake Forest.
And the kicker, Mike Gonzalez.
This kid can kick. Has he wrestled?
Yeah, he's had one match this year. He's 1-0.
1-0. I like that. I like the odds.
Shot by Rosebrook, in on a single, switches off, gets the takedown. He goes up 2-0.
I'm going to say his wrestling buddies are like, yo, man, you're coming out.
That's right. Put the tee down.
But I never wrestled before. We don't care. We need you. What do you weigh? That's
right. Perfect.
That's when you don't want to answer that question. Yeah. You weigh 190, we'll take you.
I think probably going to need a pin here. I don't think you're going to see a pin at 215.
You need a pin here and a win.
And then you're going to have to win out of heavyweight.
And then it's going to come down to heavyweight.
So Laurel's still in control here. They're up 8.
Laurel's heavyweight's a freshman. 10
But he's
4.
a good freshman, let me tell you.
And Lake Forest has a sophomore, 6-8.
Gonzalez comes to his feet, puts on a hand fight, and they go out of bounds.
Yeah, and Joseph Baynard of Laurel pinned Stanley in 23 seconds last time.
Right.
That'd be tough to overcome. So it's 32-24, Benny, with 3 matches left. So they need a pin and a decision for it to come down to heavyweight.
And out of bounds.
I'll tell you
49
what,
seconds on the restart.
Gonzalez's game.
Yeah. You get a new guy out, you teach him a top move, a neutral move, and a bottom move, and wish for the best. And it's going to be a locked hands. 2-1.
Gonzalez going to be like,
Who's
yeah,
that?
I wrestled. They made me wrestle when I was in high school. He's doing good, though.
.35 seconds. Takes it to the edge. And out of bounds with 28 seconds on the restart.
Looks like he's frustrating
Absolutely.
Brogan Thomas a little bit.
Oh, this
You
is
know,
Rosebrooks.
Rose, sorry.
Right.
And sometimes when you got a guy that hasn't really wrestled that much, doesn't have a lot of experience, they do some unconventional things.
The things you're not expecting.
and they're like a little like they move a little quick.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what
that's not your textbook stand-up he's doing.
No,
He's just
no.
getting up on his feet, being athletic.
And a lot of times it's like fight or flight. You know what I mean?
Right.
You're in a situation, you're like, life or death. And it takes a little while to be able to calm them down, to pin them, if you can.
Right. 5 seconds to go here in the first period. And Rosebrook's going to take a 2-1 lead into the second.
Yeah, I think, for Rosebrook, you just got to calm down and say,
Right. Settle
I
in.
got 4 more minutes.
Right.
I'm not going to, pin him quick because he's an athletic kid,
And Coach Hansen's going to take top here.
Yeah, and try and.
Not let him burn off any time from neutral.
I do like that stand-up.
He gets up.
He gets up. I don't know how he's doing it. He's also wrestling on the edge, which is good to keep from getting pinned.
Yeah, he might be careful to not get a stall call here. But he's kind of crawling to the edge of the circle.
Well, out of bounds is your friend when you're
Right.
trying not to get pinned.
Got a half. Needs to anchor something on the far side.
Oh.
Now he's got back. Shoulders toward the center of the mat.
Yeah.
Deep half, has the wrist.
Wow. Oh.
And they go out of bounds with 1:19.
He might have hit his head out of
He did.
bounds.
He's kind of slow getting up.
Yeah. He's a little dazed. A minute 19 left in the second period. 2-1 at 190 pounds. One and 0.
Approaching a minute
Mike
to go here in the
Gonzalez.
second period. And he's saying he got bit.
Usually bit or choked is something that you say. Were we doing a Smyrna match when there was no way Cape could lose, and then the kid bit him.
I don't think so.
And what's his name gave from 6 plus something like 3
2
penalty
flagrant, yeah.
2 flagrant, and then
Yeah. I remember the match, but I don't think we did it.
yeah. I was there as a spectator, I think. I was like, wait a second. So that led me to believe it was possible to lose. We ended up winning because Jackson Hanlon pinned. Gonzalez.
Escape for Gonzalez.
Oh! Illegal headlock.
That's not illegal.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. Uh-oh.
Go give him the takedown.
Yeah. That's his, yeah. Yeah. Coach Hanta saying it's just not my night.
Yeah, I thought it was illegal too. But
Yeah, I thought it was illegal for a second too. I bet for a second it was, and they gave him reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
So he's going to get 2 and 2. I have to tell you, Jordy Dickerson right away said it was on me.
I mean, it's not. What are you going to do? There's nothing
Right.
you can do. You know what I mean? I thought it was illegal for a second too, just because of the angle.
Right, I didn't.
But-
We couldn't see the arm.
Yeah, we just couldn't see the arm. Yeah. This might be the break that Gonzalez needs. Hey,
That's right.
sometimes when it's your night, it's your night. You know what I mean?
Right.
And sometimes it breaks your way, or sometimes it doesn't break your way.
And I tell you what, he did something that most sports officials don't do.
Yeah, he took the blame for it.
Took the blame for it. Yeah. Not all. Several will not.
He
will not do
was. I mean, he was right. There's nothing to say about it. You
Right.
know?
Yeah, he blew the whistle.
Yeah.
I was coaching JV football years ago, where every time they had a new referee, and every time they would catch the football, he would accidentally blow his whistle, to the point where the head official went and took his whistle.
Now that guy's doing the NFL.
Yeah, right. And they get to the edge and out. 37 seconds here in the second period. Actually, he took the 2 back points away. So it's 4-2. 37 seconds. You're watching Delaware Live Sports, powered by 302 Sports. And we're going to get a locked hands. That'll be the second one. Makes it 4-3.
I don't know.
Next one's 2 points. I would put them up and take my chances on my feet. They're going tight waist ankle. He's really not had.
There we.
I was getting ready to say he's really not had position to put him on his back.
Gonzalez is a fighter.
Yeah. 3 back, and they go out of bounds. But Spartans need a pin here. 11 seconds to go.
This has been a crazy match. One more locked hands, though, right?
2 more.
2 more.
Next one's 2 points.
Come up.
10 seconds left. 7-3. Gonzalez is he's a fighter, man. And I think that Clay Rosebrooks isn't quite tactical enough to handle the kind of flailingness
Exactly.
of him.
Yeah, a more experienced guy will wear. They'll figure that out. They'll wear him down.
Yeah, just wear him down a little bit. And I think he's getting a little frustrated by the locked hands and also the illegal headlock that never was kind of thing. Yeah. But, hey, this is what builds character, adversity, and you're not going to be a good captain unless you're not in big C's, you know. So
coming up after this, we have another match with ranked wrestlers, and they have a history. They have gone back and forth over the last couple of years, with Farrell getting the last one, or excuse me.
Yeah, Farrell won the last one.
Parcell getting the last one.
Parcell, yeah.
Minute 33, 7-3, on her feet at 190 pounds.
Now Gonzalez looks tired. I think he's ready to, you know, if he's going to get pinned, it's going to be here.
Oh, nice drop down to a double. He gets the hips back, stays in on one leg.
He could be good, man.
Right.
Gonzalez could be good if he would have wrestled, you know. He's got the basics.
Only his second match of his life.
Yeah, he's pretty.
He understands sprawling.
Clay's got to push it right here. He needs one takedown and turn him. He's got a minute.
Again, another double leg. This time he gets a little bit of an angle. And a takedown for Rosebrooks, and they go out of bounds.
Yeah, Rosebrooks needs to keep it going now if he's going to get a pin. But
Both
he's
wrestlers
tired
are
too.
tired.
Gonzalez is exhausted. Crowd's behind him, though.
9-3. The Laurel
He's
fans
down.
on their feet.
He's down. Clay needs to just take a deep breath and do his move here.
And another locked hands. Going to make it 9-5.
Coach Hanson's like, it's not going
At
my
this
way.
point, you got to put him on his feet.
Yeah, it's just not going my way. He's calling them, exactly. He's telling them, he's putting them on their feet.
Now just get out of here. Now just get out of here with a win.
Yeah.
Takedown by Rosebrooks.
This place is going to come unglued if he locks his hands again, because then it's a disqualification.
Right.
Yeah. He's saying cut him. Coach Hanson's saying cut him.
Yeah, don't take the chance.
Yeah.
22 to go.
Somehow after you lock hands 3, 4 seems real easy to do.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
Once you start
And you're going to get a full Nelson, and that's the match.
Wow. Wow.
So up 11-6.
Wow.
Gonzalez is going to get the win by
my
DQ.
gosh.
I guess that was a full Nelson. So that's 18. That's the match. 18 points difference. Laurel's are your conference champs.
That is awesome. That's something he'll remember.
For a long time.
Yeah. He could have got tacked or pinned at any moment, and he ended up winning on a disqualification, 4 locked hands,
I think the last one was a full Nelson.
which is same thing.
So, yeah, it's in the penalty range.
We've had it all here tonight, Ben.
Absolutely. We're going to move to 215, where we have number 5 ranked Braden Hearn against number 4 ranked Cullen Parcell.
Yeah, and Cullen Parcell is a senior. He's 25-2. And Braden Hearn, coming off the state championship football season, he's a senior. He's 12-2.
These two have gone back and forth.
And last time they wrestled about a month ago, Cullen Parcell from Lake decision, Braden Hearn 7-3. Wow, so that wraps it up. So there's 2 matches left, and we thought it was going to come down to heavyweight.
We did, right. Hearn, lineman of the year in Class A last year for the state. Played center and defensive. Played nose guard, I believe.
Yeah, so for that last match, in case the viewers, so first locked hands a point, second locked hands a point, third's 2 points, fourth is a disqualification.
Or in combination of any other penalty.
Or a combination of any other penalty, yeah. So if the full Nelson would have been third, it would have been 2.
Right. A little heavy hands, nothing wrong with that. Heavy hands. If you wrestle in college, you better get used to it.
Yeah, oh yeah. I remember coming home for Christmas break and having a black eye and a broken nose. And my parents been like, "Did you get beat up?" I'm like, "Yeah."
Legally.
I'm like, "Actually won."
After the match, we'll have the Henlopen Hammers outstanding wrestler. Plenty to choose from.
A lot to choose from. I know who I'm voting for. Wait, do I get a vote?
Yeah, absolutely.
If it's a tie, Chris breaks a tie.
Right.
Cameraman always breaks a tie. The hammer of the match. Wow, Parcell.
Late takedown by Parcell. He goes up 2-0.
Really great, like, chain wrestling. Went to the 2-on-1, slid down to the single, and finished strong. That was. Speaking of college, that looked like a college wrestling move right there.
Yeah. I'm not going to get home in time to probably see all of the Penn State Iowa match. But
As long as Penn State's losing, we'll be fine. I'm not watching anyway. Someone offered me tickets, and I was like, I don't think emotionally I can handle it. If it's a blowout, I can't do it.
Speaking of hammers, Penn State has them in that lineup.
Ooh.
Cross wrist here by.
I mean, it's hard not to like Cal Sanderson.
Right.
And
Yeah, he's our guy. You can't.
I mean,
him.
how can you dislike him, you know? I mean, he's a good guy, and he runs a great program and high standards. I mean, he's got 4 #1 guys. It's tough to. I mean, Spencer Lee's probably one of the
Well, he's got,
greatest
he
guys.
brings in guys that are just high school top of the line, and
Yeah.
they ended up making the lineup.
Yeah. I mean, you got 4-timers transferring.
Right. And escape by Hearn. He was pushing it for 2. They'll take the escape with a minute to go.
Yeah, I'm not looking up that score either right now. But, like, Cal brings in, like, #1 ranked guys, 4-timers, guys that go to church every day, and, you know, and guys that don't party and, you know, are really focused on being an Olympian or whatever. And it's really incredible what they've done up there.
30 seconds to go here in the second period.
So Parcell up
And gets another takedown.
2-1. Now he's going to make it 4-1. 20 seconds left. Hearn's got great hips. Parcell's the more technical guy, but I feel like Hearn, I could see where he could be real dangerous.
He's going to Del Valle next year to play football.
They got a good program. They won some games up there.
I think they were MAC champions last year.
Yeah, they're good. They're a good D3 program.
So we go to third period. Parcell with a 4-2 lead.
We've had some guys from Sussex County go there and play and do well.
And we're going to go to blood time. But we'll take a quick commercial time out here while they're on blood time, folks. We'll be right back with the last part of this match.
Here at Grip Mac, we've been serving the Eastern Shore since 2015. We're all about bringing you fresh, quality ingredients. We do fresh pasta, panini, soups, and salads. We try to be all-inclusive, vegan, gluten-free options. We do a little bit of something for everybody. In the summertime, we make a little over 200 pounds of pasta a day. You can come in and buy fresh pasta. You can bring it home. We're doing curbside pickup right now. A lot of take-to-go. We even have DoorDash if you need it delivered to you. We like to bring you good food fast and not fast food. Here at Grip Mac, we've been serving the Eastern Shore since 2015. We're all about bringing you fresh, quality ingredients. We do fresh pasta, panini, soups, and salads.
Yeah, and coming back. Getting ready to go to the third period here at 215 pounds between 2 ranked wrestlers, Cullen Parcell and Braden Hearn. Parcell, junior, 25-2. Hearn, senior, 12-2. Laurel they didn't hardly get to wrestle in December because, the football playoffs going so late. They had the one match in one tournament is all they had.
Yeah, and we were saying that at the time, it was going to be a little while for these guys to get back and kind of get into the swing of things, but they seem to be wrestling fine now.
Right.
I mean, but really this is an interesting matchup because, Parcell's definitely technically sound. I mean, he had 2 transitions on his feet that were pretty high-level stuff.
And there's an escape of Parcell.
I think both these guys are just in a tough weight class this year.
Oh, yeah,
You
215, 190, you're both.
You got like a nationally ranked guy that won the Beast. Plus you got a defending state champ in the top two.
And look at heavyweight. How about this kid from Friends? Phil Croc.
I didn't even know while I was watching. I was like, man, this kid's really impressive.
Looking to be the first state champ since Ben Altman.
I mean,
Hearn looking for the standing mixer.
when he won in the semis, I was like, what the heck?
Right. And he's big and he's athletic.
Super athletic. Yeah, then you got Taylor, who was a state finalist down in third.
Well, he's going back to 190, correct?
Well, I'm not allowed to discuss any of that.
Well, he's been at 190 the past couple.
Yeah. I think he's going 190, 215 during the season.
Right.
I don't know what he's going for states, but
215, that's got a lid on it.
I mean, so
With Agresti, two-time
190's tough too,
All-American
man.
Beast champion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
215.
you got Griffith at 190.
Yeah, you got Griffith, and then you got Miller.
And these two, they're in the mix at 215.
These kids are tough, man.
They're both ranked in the top 6.
A lot of talent in Delaware this year.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of top-end talent, and we're deep.
Headlock attempt. Parcell slips out. Takedown.
Yeah, we had great showing at the Beast. Griffith, poor.
Shot by Hearn. I like Hearn not giving up on the 7-2 match.
Man. Hearn's a definition of tough, man.
Right.
He had a great football season, too. I was happy to be able to do those
And
games.
that's your final. Parcell with the 7-3 victory.
Yeah, I mean, same exact score as last time, 7-3.
So that's going to bring us to the last match of the night. We got
What? What'd she say?
her son's a junior.
Oh.
I guess it bothered her. So we move to 285. And it's going to be Joseph Baynard, the freshman. And who we got here? Ryan Ackmantons. I don't even have that on our pre-list.
Man, Joseph Baynard, freshman, 10-4.
Yeah, he's had some big pins this year, too.
Man. He looks good.
Oh, a little ankle pick from the heavyweight?
Man. I was praying he did something like that.
Takedown for Baynard.
That was pretty good. I mean, he's a heavyweight that has all the tools, Benny. Power half. I'm going to have to drive over this Laurel to work out.
Oh, power half.
Oh, man.
Gets the turn. Looking for the fall here.
He's got to go chest to chest. Rotate a little.
And gets it.
Wow.
And that's your final score, 44-27. The Laurel Bulldogs retain the Southern Division Championship. We're going to take a quick commercial timeout, and we'll come back with our hammer of the night, the outstanding wrestler.
High Five Hospitality, founded in 2004 when 3 guys teamed up to introduce the Buffalo Wild Wings franchise to Delaware. To date, they operate 8 Buffalo Wild Wings in Delaware and Maryland. Also the Stone Balloon and Limestone Barbecue. And let's not forget Expectation and 5 Jersey Mikes throughout Delaware. High Five Hospitality's mission is to operate 5 brands that serve high-quality products with exceptional hospitality.
First State Orthopedic statewide has 29 physicians at 16 locations. Our physicians and staff provide both non-surgical as well as surgical treatment for almost all orthopedic conditions and injuries. We are especially
dedicated to keeping your home comfortable year-round. Family owned and operated, we provide trusted residential heating and cooling services to customers across central Delaware. Our experienced technicians offer reliable maintenance and repairs on all major brand HVAC systems. From air conditioners and ductless systems to heat pumps and furnaces, we also sell and install top quality units. No matter your needs, we're committed to getting the job done right with honest and timely service you can count on. Invested in our community, we're proud to help families in more ways than one, sponsoring and donating to many local programs and organizations throughout the area for dependable HVAC services. Give us a shout or a bark at Barkley Heating and Air.
All right, folks, we're back with our hammer of the night. It's 126-pound Kenyon Littleton. And Kenyon, that slide by was something, but I got a little sneak preview of it last night. I was watching you come over to Hammers practice and getting a little extra work in. Take us through that match. That was a battle.
Well, I knew through the match it was going to be a tough match. He was 2-1 on me at our first tournament, at the Polytech tournament, and I knew I had to get it done, and I knew it was going to be a tough match. But I knew my slide by was good, so I knew it was there, so I would just run it the whole time. So it was there, you know what I mean? So.
The other thing I saw you working a little bit last night was the Granby. So you hit one of those tonight. Talk about how big this match is. You guys back-to-back, and I know you're just a freshman, but you retain the Henlopen South title. How big is that for your team?
It's pretty big. I think this is the first time Laurel has ever won it back-to-back, so it was pretty big for our team.
Okay. That going into overtime, he had taken you down the last two times, going to overtime. He almost gets one on the edge. What's going through your mind in those final seconds where you got that last takedown? Take us through that last 15 seconds.
I looked at the clock, and I saw it was 4 seconds. I was like, okay, I have to get something here. So I reached out my arm, faked him real quick, and then the double leg was there, so I took the double leg, and I got the two.
And got the win, and your team wins 44-27. And so now you're thinking you're the conference champs. Now you got to start thinking end of the season, state duels, Henlopen Conference individuals. How do you feel going to the end of the year in that individual tournament?
It feels good.
You like your chances maybe getting to the podium?
Yeah, I think so. I'm only a freshman. It's only my second year. But I do think, I can make it to the podium. Yep.
All right, that's your hammer of the night, Kenyon Littleton of the Laurel Bulldogs. Folks, the final score, the Laurel Bulldogs 44, the Lake Forest Spartans 27. We'll be back next Wednesday night when we have the rivalry. Caesar Rodney and Smyrna next Wednesday night. Folks, thanks for joining us.
Happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know. And now there's one news outlet where our story is told. Delaware Live. Locally owned community-based news. Free to every reader because Delaware's future belongs to all of us. Quality journalism we can trust to help us take on the day. Delaware Live. Our state, our news, our home. The things that matter most happen right in our own backyard. Our neighbors, our schools, the places we go, and the people we know.